Fire Emblem, engage!
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining me once again on this Fire Emblem Engage Pacifist playthrough. From here on out, the focus of our long-term investment will shift toward Ivy and Kagetsu. Ivy has immediately promoted with the Master Seal we got in Chapter 11. Her unique class, Lindworm, offers flying tome combat with B-rank staves, and she has solid stats to make use of those traits. It also makes her an excellent Grillmaster.
Give me a target.
Chapter 12 is one of the 4 main story route maps, discounting the prologue. That means we can guzzle up the experience from all of the 13 enemies laid out before us. We do have to be timely about this, otherwise reinforcements will show up at the very end of turn 3. But that's plenty of time to savor our meal. Alear engages with Emblem Lucina and uses our first bonded shield. I'll talk about the mechanics of that during enemy phase. In the meantime, newcomer Pandreo takes an obstruct staff from Zelkov to make sure Ivy is not attacked from a certain square. That tile is Quicksand, the movement restricting gimmick of this chapter, and we want the warrior to not end up stuck in it.
Here comes Amber!
Momentum Amber is able to cleanly one-round this enemy with a Slim Lance and the Alphonse Bond Ring. This opens up an excellent spot for Kagetsu to fight some speedy enemies at 2 range. He first dispatches an Axe Fighter with Emblem Lynn's Killer Bow. The speed taker boost he gets in the process will allow him to double the incoming Swordmaster and Wolf Knight. In a pacifist setting, our opportunities to make use of Speed Taker are very limited. Diamant applies Obstruct below Amber to make sure our Paladin won't crit the nearby enemy and deprive Kagetsu of that experience. This sword fighter started his turn in Quicksand, meaning he suffered a 3 movement penalty and could only attack Alear. The rest of the nearby enemies prefer to attack Ivy, because the Micaiah engraved Slim Sword puts Alear at 84 Avoid. However, because both women are flyers, Bonded Shield will always block the first enemy attack of each combat. As long as Ivy doesn't get doubled, this makes her effectively invincible. But the enemies don't understand that. They will fanatically charge at Ivy, fueling her growth and her outdoor barbecue. Manipulating this warrior is important for maximizing Ivy's experience gain. The chain attack convinces the flyer with a spear to go for our Lindworm rather than our Griffin Knight with a sword. Down south, Kagetsu faces imperfect hit rates against the Wolf Knight. His only tonic this map is for dexterity, and it's mainly to make this kill more reliable. Spur attack from Amber saves us a strength tonic. Last turn, we didn't require aid from Fagato or his second retainer. Say hello to Bunet, aka Boucheron 2, aka Toucheron, aka Bouche again.
As you like.
His job throughout the run will be largely the same as that of his original, but there's no need for him to get broken just yet. Usually, the warrior's chain attack would have hit Ivy. Diamant isn't in super high demand for super optimal EXP, so he heals Kagetsu instead. Staves in general are going to be a major source of experience, since we typically want to minimize combat.
Hold nothing back.
Spamming Obstruct is great for that, but I actually have to be careful about my supply of those. I was able to buy 2 in this chapter, and I can only get 6 in total until chapter 18, where they become unlimited in the shop. On turn 2, Ivy can barely reach this Axe Fighter. This guy will not attack us on enemy phase, preferring instead to beeline for the NPCs in the bottom left that I haven't mentioned yet. This enemy is more of a nuisance for LTCs.
Let's do this!
In our context, it just means 1 less turn for Ivy to use Obstruct, which is worth more EXP than defeating an unpromoted enemy. Alear only gains experience from Bonded Shield if an enemy would have hit their attack. This makes her EXP gain subject to RNG. We don't have any more critical benchmarks for her to reach, but more experience is always nice. Ivy has the Sharina Bond Ring this chapter, but that's only because it allows her to gain SP. The extra 2 defense and HP is irrelevant, and the extra point of speed doesn't change any doubling thresholds. With the compact axe that Zelkov brought him, Boucheron 2 can chip this sword fighter with 100% accuracy. This does way more than the single point of damage Kagetsu needs to finish the guy off with an Astral Storm. Aside from the slow-cooked warrior, We have one enemy left to finish off. See him hiding in the shade of that tree? He's a cheeky little fella. We should invite him to the cookout. We avoided critting the warrior earlier, so Ivy gets her first level up here. Don't be fooled, she has a bright future ahead of her. As a final note, Ivy's magic tonic this chapter is unnecessary if we have an unengraved fire tome. But I tossed my last one of those into the Ancient Well earlier, and the tonic was cheaper than buying another tome. That's chapter 12 with 13 kills. Join me next time for one of the most difficult clears of the entire run. Take care, everyone.